Hi, Jason Hanna here. Just wanted to take a moment of your time to share with you some techniques concerning time management. And with financial freedom and our pursuit with the Freedom Project 1000, we realized that a lot of people lack the skills necessary to produce the results concerning financial freedom. And so with that, we have to first understand what are we doing with our time. For those people who say, I don't have enough time, let's look at the actual scale of 168 hours in a week. Okay, so these are averages. If it's not you in particular, we can give it take, let's just say 5 hours. So the average person with 8 hours of sleep per night have 56 hours of sleeping per week. And those who work on the average of 40 hours, you have 40 hours, and then your prep time, your eating, showering, traveling, 35. Even if we took out 10 more hours per week just for taking care of personal responsibilities, paying bills, legal things, taking care of the car, things of that nature, we still have roughly 25 hours a week that you can put towards your financial freedom. And so what we failed to do, we failed to prioritize our time. See, former President Dwight D. Eisenhower said, what is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important. And so one time management technique that I share with people is separating what's urgent and important. And so I have these 4 quadrants here. First you want to do is list your activities that you participate daily. If you don't plan out your day, I recommend that you do that. Make a list, or at the end of each day, you can kind of reflect on what you did with your time that day. And usually people have a pattern of things that they do on a weekly basis. And so once you list all your activities, you have to prioritize it, sort of based on an urgency and important basis. And so quadrant 1, top left, shows that it's urgent and important. This is where we spend a lot of our time, but we need to manage that. And then quadrant 2, which is not urgent and important, these are qualities and professional things. These are stuff you actually want to start to focus on. This is the neglected quadrant. And let's move on. Quadrant 3 is deceptive because it's not important, but it's urgent. These are things that people throw at you. That's important to them, but it may not necessarily be important to you. And these will consume a lot of our time, especially if you're that person who's very helpful and like to help people. And then the 4th quadrant is a time waster. These are things we do to relax sometimes or to entertain ourselves. And sometimes it's just doing things that's not important and urgent, but it consumes the rest of our time. And that's why we can honestly say we are busy, because we are actually doing something, but it's not important and it's definitely not urgent. And so I encourage everybody today to make a list and you prioritize it. You know, you put a 1, 2, 3, or 4, whether it's urgent or important. And then you want to start immediately focusing on the 2nd quadrant. All right. The 2nd quadrant. I have more techniques dealing with time management in these 4 quadrants. But what you want to understand is now, once you identify what's important to you in your life, you can now have more focus on your financial freedom. And so with the IML system and the services we provide concerning your financial freedom, it's very important that with our platinum package, you could spend an hour or 2 a day educating yourself on how to multiply your income in the markets. And even with the IML TV, now you actually have a live expert showing you how they profit in the markets. You want to begin to learn and utilize the harmonic scanner and identify very high probable trades using the daily swing trade by our CEO, Christopher Terry. So now you have carved out an hour or 2 a day, which is on an average of 10 hours a week towards your financial freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just that simple. We have to first identify what's important in our life and then prioritize it towards our financial freedom. And eventually, inevitably, it will be attained. I'm Jason Hanna. I'm going to help you with these things. As you connect to our corporate and our leadership team, we together, we become unstoppable. Even for those of you who want to share this with people, we have a service that allows people to get our services for free, just from 2 referrals. It's so phenomenal. Now we have the answers. We have what everybody's looking for: financial freedom, time freedom, in a way they can share it with people for free. I'm Jason Hanna. Have a blessed day. We'll see you at the top.